Right now, in early August, it's at the end of winter, almost spring, but it feels like a spring day. In the subtropics, we have beautiful blue days of skies, very little rain and low humidity, which means although the subtropics is by far, in my opinion, the best climate to grow plants, some of our plants do stress. You've got the Metrosideros in the background in full bloom and doing really well. You've got a lot of other tropical plants trying to put on flowers, trying to put on their showy displays, and the rainfall is just not occurring here in the subtropics in Queensland. But the plants are adapted in various ways, which is why the gardening I find in the subtropics the easiest any gardener would ever want. I mean, some plants you just break off a bit, shove it in the ground, and it takes roots. It's not as easy as the tropics, but the subtropics has many successful plants that grow so easily. So whether you're growing the veggies, or fruit trees, or natives, or exotic foliage plants, the subtropics gives us and you the variety to create the palette of garden design, colors, patterns, shapes, forms, textures that you want. Probably the key thing to remember in the subtropics at this time of the year is to water the plants, especially the non-natives that are not used to this dry period. So if you're growing ornamental, say cottage garden plants, keep the water up. If you're growing real tropical plants, try not to water late in the afternoon because the chill that we still experience at night in southeast Queensland can still harm some of those true tropical plants. So choose your plants wisely, irrespective of where you live. But in the subtropics, watering can be problematic if you water your tropical plants late in the evening and if you get a cold night. But generally speaking, from this day forward, it is warming up. We are due to get warmer nights, warmer days, which means the plants will grow faster, more foliage, more flowers, and if you're into edibles, more productive. There are so many plants available to us in the subtropics. I think we are in the best climatic zone. Head to your local garden centre, see what is available. Take a trip to your local botanic gardens, see what is in bloom. Walk through the native natural parks and gardens, as in natural parks. You'll see the bushland in bloom. You've got wattles in flower, native grevilleas coming out in flower. You've got so many other plants. For the life of me, I've just got a mind blank. But the experience you have exploring public parks, private gardens, national parks will expand your knowledge of plant knowledge, and you'll get to experience the benefits. I mean, although I'm surrounded by foxtail palms and other ornamental plants, the bird life here is fantastic. You know, the subtropics, we've got so much wildlife, so many plant life opportunities that we can encourage into the gardens. Take the opportunity to enjoy subtropical gardening here in southeast Queensland, or wherever you live, whatever country, whether in the Americas or in the African countries. It is definitely worth growing plants in a subtropical garden. This is Paul Plant Horticulture. If you've enjoyed the video on YouTube, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.